Today, we're reacting to the story behind Prince and the solo of all solos, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. This was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame years ago, and it's like the most epic thing that I ever saw. I didn't realize Prince could play like this, and I think most people could. And it didn't go viral until after he passed away. Take a look, jump into it right now. This is the story by Enter the Jam. Thanks, Enter the Jam. Let's get it going.
For a long time, Prince was almost exclusively known as a pop artist, and his prowess as a guitarist was not as known. But Prince's guitar work came to the forefront during the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony in 2004. And later, a video of his solo during the performance of While My Guitar Gently Weeps went viral after his death in 2016. But there is more to the story than just his incredible solo. At the 2004 induction ceremony at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Prince was to be inducted alongside Jackson Browne, The Dells, Bob Seger, Traffic, ZZ Top, Jan Wenner, and George Harrison. Joel Gallen, who was the producer and director of the ceremony, had the vision of everyone ending the night coming together to do...
Hold on. Look at that dude in the middle. Looks like George Harrison. That's George. I believe that's George Harrison's son that wound up jamming on this. It's pretty cool. And then, yeah, you got some legends here. Tom Petty, he passed away. Drugs. They're both, actually both of them, Prince and that, both passed away from drugs, sadly. That's awful. You know?
While My Guitar Gently Weeps as a tribute to George Harrison. Specifically, he wanted Prince to come out and do the solos. George Harrison's widow, Olivia, originally wanted the performance to consist only of people who knew her late husband. She eventually agreed to Prince joining after being convinced by the people at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. To get Prince to join the performance, producer Gallen wrote him a personal letter. The letter eventually landed in the hands of Prince, and he reached out to Gallen and acknowledged the letter and said he'll listen to the song a few times and get back to him. A couple weeks later, one of Prince's people called and arranged a meeting. In the meeting, and follow-up meeting, Prince's main concern was ownership over the material, as he did not want this performance to be exploited without his knowledge. Prince, of course, famously battled record companies over performance rights and ownership throughout his career, so this was not entirely out of character. Later, the night of the rehearsal rolls around, and it begins with Prince rehearsing his 10-minute medley that was to open the show. And producer Joel Gallen told Prince after his rehearsal that they would be rehearsing the finale later that night. And Prince, without any guarantees, laughed and said, "I'll see." Later that night, Prince actually...
That's gangsta. I'll see. Yo, he's really, really, really good. If you get a chance to watch the full video, it's good. It's really good.
showed up to the rehearsal. He made his introductions to Tom.
That's all I could say. It's good. Yeah. Describe it. Good.
Tom Petty and Jeff Lynne, who were going to share the lead vocal, and he took his spot side stage with a guitar. When they get to the solo that comes mid-song, where Prince was supposed to step in, Jeff Lynne's guitar player starts playing the solo. It was basically a note-for-note rendition of Eric Clapton's version of the solo. Prince just holds his ground and lays back and lets him do the solo, and he plays the rhythm and strums along. Then, they get to the big ending solo, and again, Prince steps forward to take the solo, but again, Jeff Lynne's guitar player starts playing that solo also. And again, Prince doesn't say a word and lays back and strums along. When they finish the rehearsal, Gallen went up to Tom Petty and Jeff Lynne in a panic and says he's not sure they'll even get another rehearsal with Prince, so this other guy can't be playing all the solos throughout the song. So Gallen then pulls Prince aside for a private conversation, and Prince says to forget the middle solo altogether and let that guy do his thing and he'll just step in at the end. Prince never hinted to Gallen what he was going to do, and just said to him, to the producer and director of the show, "Don't worry about it." So, the night of the ceremony arrives and Prince opens the...
Just think of how much like people are sweating bullets with that, like producers though. I just think, you know what? No, Prince has got a reputation though, so it's not like he couldn't play. The guy can play any instrument. This is the cockiness of that. Just like, don't worry about it. I got you. I got you.
The show with a medley of Let's Go Crazy, Sign of the Times, and Kiss, a nod to some of the biggest songs over his career. Later in the evening, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by Alicia Keys and Outkast. He delivered a touching speech about his journey in the music industry and how he was gracious to have the creative freedom to say what he wanted and to make the music he wanted. Then, at the end of the ceremony, it came time for the finale performance. Everything goes according to plan. Jeff Lynne's guitarist, Mark Mann, takes the middle solo, and when the end approaches, Prince steps forward to take the solo. As we know, throughout the solo, Prince is able to incorporate many techniques with incredible phrasing, and on top of it all, he plays with theatrics and showmanship. It was above and beyond what anyone expected from the performance. It ended with that mysterious and legendary guitar throw, where no one seems to know where the guitar ended up. Members of the band expressed how surprising and incredible the solo was.
Yeah, I watched that guitar toss before, and the guy, I think that the bouncer or something that he leans on in the crowd, I think he catches it. I think it's planned. Obviously, he leans back, and the guy catches him. So it must be set up, because when he takes the guitar off, he takes it off, he goes like this. He pops it off this, and then he gets it, and then he throws it. And I think he throws it in the direction where that guy was standing in the last clip. So I think that's where it went.
Tom Petty recalls giving him the nod as to say, "Go on, go on." He expressed that he felt something really big was going down. Steve Ferrone, who was the drummer for Tom Petty's band, said it was an incredible solo, and said everything was catching the band off guard, particularly when he was falling backwards off the stage. He claims the band freaked out at how surprising
that right there, that guy, I think that's who he throws the guitar to and walks off the stage.
And unexpected it was. Donnie Harrison, who's the son of the late George Harrison, has said that he had the attitude of what in the world is going on, but was enjoying every moment of it. Although, he later called the solo a tad gratuitous. Joel Gallen said that it was one of the most satisfying musical moments in his history of watching and producing live music. In 2021, after wishing there were different shots in the video, Gallen remastered the footage. In that famous guitar throw, the 2021 remaster finally reveals where it ended up, as you can see it go down.
Yeah.
It's worth noting that before this performance, Rolling Stone had released a list of the 100 greatest guitarists of all time, and they did not include Prince. This performance is widely believed to be a response to that exclusion. His response was to unleash a guitar solo so epic that it would live on to be a significant guitar memory of music fans. In a later edition, Rolling Stone placed Prince at number 14 on their list of top 250 guitarists.
All right, that's pretty high.
For many fans,
that's pretty high. They're leaving a lot of virtuosos out if they're doing that. But his phrasing is incredible. And mastering one note is like the ultimate thing you can do. Rather than playing a ton of notes and playing fast and all that, mastering one note in the right spot it just doesn't. I think that's where, he's amazing, and this solo is amazing.
And musicians alike, this performance changed how Prince was seen forever. It wasn't just about pop hits or flamboyant style. It was about a master guitarist making his mark on history. This legendary solo by Prince cemented his legacy as a legitimately excellent guitarist, and it will inspire guitarists and music lovers for generations to come.
That was incredible. Hey, dude. Incredible. Enter the jam. I'll try to link it down in the description below. That's a great story, how they put it together and how we just improv'd all of it. That's some of the best stuff, man. It's just done on the fly. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.